Once upon a time, there was a great music teacher in a country. He was a maestro in music, a great exponent of music. He was so popular that many people from all over the country came to him to learn music from him. One day, a young man walked up to him and said, "Teacher, I want to learn music from you. Will you accept me as your student?" The teacher looked at him and said, "Why not? If you are going to be a sincere and hard-working student, I am willing to teach you music." The young man asked the teacher, "Sir, can you tell me, how long will it take for me to learn music?" The teacher replied, "6 years." The young man looked at the teacher and said, "Sir, I already know a lot about music. I don't think for me it's going to take 6 years. It'll take much less than that." The teacher said, "Oh, really? Then tell me what you know about music. Then I can tell you how much time it'll take." The young man, with a lot of pride, started talking about what he knows regarding music. After that, he looked at the teacher and asked him, "Sir, now you tell me, how long will it take me to learn music from you?" The teacher smiled and said, "Son, it'll take you 12 years to learn music." The young man looked paranoid with anger. At the top of his voice, he said, "Hey teacher, are you a real teacher or a fake one? I said I know a lot about music. It should take much less time for me to learn music. Earlier you said 6 years. After I explained to you everything I know about music, you were saying it'll take 12 years? Are you kidding me?" The teacher, in a very calm and composed tone, said, "Son, everything that you know about music is wrong. So you need 6 years to unlearn what you know, because everything that you know is wrong. You need another 6 years to learn music. So 6 plus 6 is 12 years is what you need to learn music." It's a very interesting story, but one with a very powerful message. The young man in this story had a lot of pride about his knowledge, and his pride for his own knowledge was a stumbling block for him in his quest for more knowledge. He had an attitude that I know it all, but he did not know that his knowledge about music was negligible. But in spite of that, he had excessive pride for his knowledge, his so-called knowledge. Sri Sri Thakur Chandra says, "No other passion creates such a hindrance to knowledge as does conceit of knowledge." This conceit of knowledge, excessive pride for knowledge, is the biggest hindrance to knowledge, to acquiring wisdom. Sri Sri Thakur says, "If you long for good, give up conceit of knowledge." Socrates said something very interesting. He said, "He who knows not that he knows not is a fool. Avoid him. He who knows that he knows not is a friend. Give him company. He who knows not that he knows is a saint. Follow him. He who knows that he knows is God. Worship him." So beware of the people who are in the first category. He who knows not that he knows not. Such a person is a fool. That person doesn't even know that he does not know. Rather, he believes that he knows a lot. When one has a conceit of knowledge or excessive pride for knowledge, one's curiosity and inquisitiveness are killed. If one believes that he knows everything, he stops being curious. He stops being inquisitive. He stops learning. So what is the solution? How can we overcome this conceit of knowledge, this excessive pride for knowledge? The answer is simple. Sri Sri Thakur Chandra says, "As far away as you keep your pride, so far your vision or wisdom expands. So if I can keep my pride away, pride of knowledge, my vision expands, my knowledge expands. When my vision expands, my ability to see things clearly expands. If I am able to see things clearly, I shall be able to comprehend things, realize things. I shall have experiences. I shall have realization. I shall have wisdom. So Sri Thakur Kulchandra says, the more rigid the ego, the greater the ignorance. The lighter the pride, the brighter the knowledge.